Alright, welcome back to the channel. This is one of the toughest wars we've had and one of the wars we really need to win. But because of certain deaths on Pats, we are now out of the war champs race, I think, because we have 2 losses. And both of our losses are very avoidable, and both of them were due to path deaths that were very ideal. So yeah, this war was very frustrating to me personally. Um, yeah, anyways, I just showed my masteries, and because I do get some requests from people saying to show them, so yeah, hopefully that helps. Here I have all my boost up. As you can see, I'm boosting really high. I have the 20% attack boost, which are very rare, and I decided to use one of this war because we were tied, I think, at this point or something. I had the last 7 or 8 fights, I think 7 maybe, because I had 3 minis and hats, so that's, yeah, should be 7 maybe. Um, yeah, we were tied, and I was the last few fights to close out the war for us. And even though I've taken most of these fights multiple times, I didn't want to take any risk, and it's worth it, to have the extra boost. Here I think I regen boost, which is kind of worthless. I mean, it's just Chavez. She doesn't do anything here to void, because you have the 7 prowess for the power control, and you also have petrify and all that. So she, yeah, I didn't really have to do that boost, but I still did. Um, Here I let her get a zone. I don't know if I did on purpose or if she's just using her random heavies, but when she uses her special and I have 7 prowess plus my petrify, it's just gonna drain her, so it's a good thing. And then there, I should have probably dex so that she would drain more, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think I finished the fight with the full yellow bar. And then, oh yeah, this was not my fight. This was Kyle with Nimrod, I think. And then I'll come back for the next one. This Doom fight, I did not play very well. Honestly, could have played a lot better. Um, yeah, I don't really have a lot to say for this one. You just want to build up your prowess, throw your L1, and when he does L1, then you want to be mindful of the shock, because he will heavy, and that usually does a lot of damage if he crits. And on defense, obviously, even the champs who never crit will fully crit, so yeah, that's always fun. And like usual, I don't get my petrify till like way later, so yeah, that's also very fun. Still no petrify. That's, yeah, I don't know what happened here. Pretty sure I was dashing back to Dex, but I guess not. So yeah, it is what it is. Here, my 4th debuff is still not a petrify, and yeah, I finally get one because this is the only guaranteed petrify. And then from here, he can use his L1 all he wants. I'm pretty sure I was dexing there. I did have dex on for sure. Here I did not dex because if I did, I would get a shock on me due to the stagger. I didn't want to risk him having me again. I mean, I have a lot of debuffs on him for inequity and all that, so I wouldn't have died from like maybe 10 of them, but still, it's better to be safe. Yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't dex those 2 times. Felt like inputs were messing with me, but it's whatever. Fight's down. I'll come back to the next one. I think for this one I did debate to use a different gray boost like the Invul boost because of all his buffs and stuff, but from my experience I've taken this a surfer here before who's like a lot scarier than Odin, and you know the fight went fine. I had an Invul on and I didn't need it at all. Once you have, I think Lizer said 5 prowess, you stop his power gain completely, so of course I get the petrify on if I don't even need it. But yeah, once you have like around 5 prowess, you stop the power gain, so not really needed to invul here. I just do 5 hit combos and L1s and he's gonna go down fine. He does play a little bit passive, but that's okay. Here I parry the L1. Pretty sure I was dexing, but I will take it, that's fine. Because I just gained the prowess and it didn't deal too much 9 block. I am very comfortable parrying his specials, like they're easy to time and all that. I've noticed when you're heavy, they are more reluctant to throw the special, so I did that as well. And yeah, I'm getting good parries, good openings. Pretty sure I parried there, but looks like I didn't. But that's fine. And then, yeah, not a lot to say for this fight. I'm gonna go down easily. I'll come back to the next one. And then here we have Kate. She's not scary at all, but I was advised to use Invo boost, so I said I'll just do it because how important this war is. But she's really easy, and you'll see that I did not even come remotely into play during the fight. I practiced the L2 dex a lot, even though I already know it, just to be extra sure and safe. Once you have 3 or above prowess with a attacker, she cannot shrug your stun anymore, so you're safe to attack while after stunning. So what I'm doing is just doing a parry heavy or a parry knockdown to get the petrify refreshed. That helps a lot with the node here. I don't think it's very much needed because, like, you know, the 7 prowess and everything. But yeah, still nice to have it. I think here I was tempted to parry heavy, but she had a bit of power, so I wanted to bait special. And then earlier I blocked it to see how much damage it dealt. It was not too bad, so that was fine. I think power stings are slightly stronger because of the class disadvantage, but that's also fine. I mean, it's not gonna KO me and it's worth throwing it, so I think here I let the power sting regen me a little bit, which might sound greedy, but I think it's worth it. And then here I block it again to be safe. Yeah, not a lot to say for this fight as well, besides just getting 3 prowess, and yeah, I'll come back to the next one. And then here's probably the worst fight like I've had for like in a while. I put my 3 pre-fights, I put my healing to max, and then I double checked that I still have the info on, and I have 30 seconds, which is plenty of time. If it's less than like 10 seconds of load time, then you would want to refresh it, but 30 is plenty. So in this fight, I did some duels and I talked to Lizer, my planner, and she suggested to do some heavy counters, and then also IP told me to do heavy counters, but in the duels I found out that you can't do it reliably, so I thought it's not worth it. Here I throw the L1 in a desperate attempt to refresh my debuffs. The poison RNG is very bad, which is, as IP said, the me RNG, like to him. Yeah, here I get the parry. I tried to parry the beam as well, but it's kind of hard to time that one. Here the read pre-fights fall off, but I have enough debuffs to deal good damage and have the inequity and stuff. It's really easy to get cornered in this fight. Like, I underestimated how easy it was because his specials make a lot of distance closed between the two. And he has an extra honorable or something it's called that prevents him from going backwards. So, and then also poison phase, which I can't attack him safely because it's gonna just melt me down, which I just saw earlier did. And I was advised to try to push him to L3, but like look at that poison RNG, like especially the first time, like it was crazy. Here I finally got him to use L3, which is pretty good. Normally it's best not to do that, but since we have the prowess and all that, it's not gonna give him that crazy power, I think it's called. Here I just throw the L1 to get space, even though I have poison, and it's like the only one I got fairly lucky. And yeah, even though L3 doesn't deal damage, it gives him that double fury, which I think is from the L3, which makes him hit a lot harder. I'm really low on health, so at this point decided like, let's go for an L2 for damage. I have poison on me, but he's really low, so I throw it and end the fight. I could have probably died there if I didn't have like the super high boost that I'm using now. I meant to write nice. And then I have the boss, which is the 150th fight of our alliance. And I'm sure many people are watching. I went to change my boost. My masteries, and then change my boost as well, the class ones. I put the 150s. No, sorry, the 200 and the 12 on for cosmic, because that's what's best for Hulkling. And then this boss is a rank 5 ascended, not a rank 3. This is just shortcutting the masteries again for anyone who needs to use them. I do prioritize the damage stuff, but I also prioritize safety, like energy resistance stuff. I'm pretty sure I clicked on war, but it went to incursions for whatever reason. And then this one I put advanced power boost and cosmic power backs, and then big boosts that are normally there. This fight is not like too bad. I died to it once early in the season. I know what you might say, like, oh, that's embarrassing, you suck. I was not blocking, but it registered my dex as a block, and then I ended up eating his entire special, even though he had no, crush, passive or active. So I have no idea how that happened, and then neither do my officers. So here I'm pretty sure I meant to throw an L2, but that was completely on me. That's not the game's fault. Dex special. There's a new trick where you can dash in after the first few hits and right before the last hit that I learned, but I'm not fully confident yet to try it in war, so I decided not to, because you can't get punished for it. Like, you can get parried for it, and you can also get, like, you can get the last hit of his L1, so I decided not to do it. I just played it safe. The usual strategy for this one is to build your aptitudes and your pierce, and then throw your special, and then it will deal good damage. When you dex, I believe your move has Neo Shock, so it's good to dex a lot, or to dash back. I think there is a cooldown to it, but since Hulkling isn't metal, it's not like too bad. I forgot the exact wording on his abilities, but yeah, his abilities have a lot of words. So this one deals some good damage. I didn't get many crits in the start because of whatever reason, even though I have the max, like 10 out of 10 for precision. Really weird, but that's fine. And usually for rank 3s, I understand not critting because of the power rating and all that, but for a rank 5, I don't get it. And then I think this is my last L2, and then I also have a relic and stuff. But luckily this finishes up, so yeah, that was a good war, good fights. I would not take the Serpent again, and yeah, thanks for watching, hope you have a good one. We did end up losing this by 1 death, very close. That 150th was me, by the way. And yeah, there's a lot of stress here. My supportive alliance mates always, and yeah, thank you for watching, hope you have a good one.